All right. One of the first things I want to start with, just right inside of Outlook here, is this concept of what Dubb is all about and the idea of video communication. So right here, little integration inside of Dubb or inside of Outlook where I can click and access the Dubb platform. Here I can either access a library of existing videos. So if I have something like a little training module, frequently asked questions, how to perform something, or any of those, and I can actually sort those by library as well. So if I wanted specific types of videos, I can have those within their own little folders. So that's the first thing. The next thing is actually being able to create a video just with a click from right inside of Outlook. So I'm going to click this little button here, and it's going to open up our desktop app. This is actually one of our most robust recorders. And I'm gonna give first the example for Aaron. I'm gonna show just sort of the one way to introduce in an email, and then Jordan, I'll sort of do a parallel here. So first is just webcam only. Like when I want to record a video and share this with an audience, this is what it can look like. Now, Jordan, yours is more like one to many, where Aaron, yours is going to be a little bit more one to one. And so I want to show sort of both at once. This is actually a function of the Dubb mobile app. It has a little clipboard here and offers you a digital whiteboard. So I can say something like, hey, John, or hey, Aaron. And then the idea is this video is now going to have something personal when they go to open that. So let me just do the full example here. I'll click record and I'll say, hey, John, it was great meeting you at the event. I just wanted to do a little follow-up here and let you know there's some information connected to this video, my calendar, my roster of candidates, as well as some history where you can see how well my placements have done. So I'm looking forward to meeting with you again, and thanks for the conversation. Just as an example of maybe you met him at a conference or whatever. So that is one example. Now, of course, Jordan, and yours would be very similar, except for you wouldn't be putting anybody's name in a whiteboard. You'd just be likely recording. The other type there, though, Jordan, for more specifically for you, is you mentioned some type of training. And if it's either just spoken word, right? Like, hey, guys, I want to tell you about something, but you can also show them something. So that's the other button that's going to be available from there, which is to record the screen. So a couple of things. One, nice for leadership, for sort of announcements. I like to, I'm using AI more to write scripts, right? Like I have the idea and I say, and by the way, there's a really cool profile I'll show you that makes the AI writing super easy. So I'll throw it into the AI and it'll generate a really cool script for me. And then, of course, it's a little bit harder to memorize something that you didn't write yourself. And so we have stuff like the teleprompter where you can actually have it sit right next to your camera and you can adjust the speed and the font size and stuff so that when you're recording, and then you can, of course, be a part of the video. It could be any size, shape. You can sort of zoom in if your background's less than ideal of where you are, or something like this. Just a lot of camera options so that you're looking your best or how you'd like to appear. Usually, it's the background. Somebody has a less than ideal background, and their computer's maybe not brand new, so the virtual background's not good enough. But they can adjust that there. So while you're on the screen, pressing record, that teleprompter is going to be able to automatically scroll. Wait, let me make sure you guys, can you see the teleprompter? Do I have my control bar?
We can.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I usually have it. I go the difference between on and off so that like if I'm doing a video, I have it off, but if I'm demonstrating, I have it on for you guys to see. So by default, it's going to not be visible in the recordings so that people don't see your teleprompter, your control bar, stuff like that.
Got it. How do you, can I just ask, how do you turn it on and off? Toggle, so that you can.
The visibility of it.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So right here, when you go to record, there's a little drop down next to the record button that says display controls. So that'll turn that guy on and off. Yeah.
And then I'm sorry, I'll just ask one more question and then I'll be quiet for a minute. But can we, so we could show a PowerPoint slide or something in the background?
Oh yeah. That's exactly one of the main use cases of this whole tool is here. I'll go ahead and just go into, it could be anything. Of course, it would be a desktop, like a Keynote. It could be a Google PowerPoint. It could be actual PowerPoint. You would just pull up whatever you need on the screen here. I'll actually just go full presentation just to show it. Go to the slideshow. And then now, of course, I can be present on top of this slide. I also have some annotation tools so that that's this little toolbar over here. Let me move it into frame. And then you guys can see, I can say first, second, third, like I'm not, don't mind what's actually on the screen, but it's just to demonstrate you can draw arrows and numbers, and then you can continue your presentation with whatever sort of stuff you need. So yeah, all that in one. And one other piece to make this whole thing a little bit better, a little bit easier as well, is I can record in clips. So I can say, hey guys, here's slide number 1, where I want to draw your attention to these important concepts. And then say, okay, great. I made it through that slide. Let's go to the next one. So I went check. And then now there's a clip. So now I can go back and record additional clips. Sorry, forgive my many other browser tabs there. So that's what that looks like, is the ability to record in pieces. So you're not having to, try to get through one whole video without making mistakes. You can sort of chunk it away if you'd like, with one piece. You can also take existing video and import it into this timeline. So if you have like a little custom intro or something, and for Jordan, I wouldn't recommend putting any like flashy logo stuff, especially for internal comms. Like get straight to the point. So
yeah, totally. Okay.
Anyway, so that is the first 2 concepts for Jordan. Also for Aaron, you can use a screen recorder, but I'm going to show you a couple of different concepts to do with that as well. Yours is more of a business development use case. So let me show you this one. And it has other applications for outside of this. I'm just going to show you one that I know is working really well, particularly for LinkedIn. So let's say if you just connected with somebody on LinkedIn, and now is the opportunity to say, hey, this is what I do. This is how I can help. What the problem is first is that everybody's inboxes are inundated, right, with tons of email. The good news is it's mostly big blank, paragraphs of text that are like, hey, let me, that one's actually not that bad, but normally they're really long, like they're multiple paragraphs of text. Hey, let me get some time in your calendar. And it all looks very similar and identical. In fact, emails, LinkedIn messages. And so the thing I'm going to show you really quick is how to sort of cut through that noise and how to differentiate from that really quickly. One of the options that we have here is the screen recorder. And I like to sort of put our bubble near the same size. And then when you go to record this video, some things are going to happen after. Let me just show you the full use case. So this is for Aaron, for you. I'd say, hey, Ruben, great to connect. Actually, the reason I wanted to connect with you, I had a video I wanted to share. I think you're going to find it very interesting because my team and I made it just for you. What it's going to do is it's going to explain how our business works with CEOs, founders, leaders like yourself to help with HR. And when I say help, I mean, we have completely transformed teams. We've accomplished some amazing results. I want to show you some of my previous candidate placements and the success they've had in their companies. That's all included right below this. So when you need help with your next sales leader, take a look at what we have here. And then also my calendar is below this. So you can feel free to book a time or reach out if you have further questions. Looking forward to helping you grow your guys' business in the coming times. Something like that, right? That was rough, but that's okay. I am not the recruiter, and so you'll have your own.
Well, that's like really what I sound like right about now. So you're not too far off.
Right. So what I do recommend is maybe having a tighter value proposition. I was sort of all over the place. But what you would do is have, maybe some personalization in that. Maybe you specialize in an industry. I'm guessing that you do, right? You're recruiting for some vertical.
Yes.
Yeah. So then that's where you're going to and that's going to be in your value proposition as well, where you're like, I work with people like you to solve this one specific problem. And then the idea with this is Dubb is going to add all of those elements to that video automatically. So what I said in the script is I said, hey, Ruben, there's some stuff after this, a video we made for you. And so right at the end of that video, it rolls into that next video, which in this example, it says product overview, but in your case, it would be your product, your service overview, where you specialize in their industry and candidate placement success rates, whatever kind of social proof you can sort of, because that's what they want to know. They're like, you're not brand new to this, right? And you've done this successfully before because we need help. And you're like, yes, I have. So that's the idea with this whole experience actually is when you press record, Dubb has this option to build everything else that comes along with it. Your calendar, your success stories, your explainer, you know, the repeatable part of your message for sort of business development. And of course, after that can come actual testimonials from either candidates themselves or from the hiring managers, depending on who you're reaching out to. So what I just did is I showed you the use case on LinkedIn, and then I really quickly transitioned into the second thing Dubb does, which is it builds custom landing pages for you every single time you record. Now, really quick, Jordan, I was going to say, because of your primary use case is sort of internal sales sort of training leadership, I imagine your playlist might be useful for like additional training resources, modules, events, or whatever that you don't want to directly speak about, but remind them of. That could be useful for you. Your buttons, again, unless they want some like one-on-one time with you or something that you're offering, I don't imagine the buttons would be as important for you in that particular use case, because you're not necessarily needing them to take action. You want them to consume the information, make the information available. So that would I imagine what your landing page would look like.
Yeah.
Okay, quick pause, guys, on that. So welcome to a couple of our other people that popped in. And then Aaron and Jordan, that was kind of directed more towards you. So any questions on what I just showed, either the LinkedIn sort of use case for Aaron or the whole experience with the pages that happen?
No.
No, I'm just curious, like when you said we'll do like one-on-one trainings,
Yeah.
how long are those usually slotted for?
Anywhere between 30 minutes to an hour, depending
Okay,
on
cool.
how complex your setup is. Yeah. During that time, we actually build that little landing page with you for you, so that you tell us, oh, I have some reviews that I want to go here, and I have my calendar that I want to put there. And we'll build those little buttons for you. You just need the link and say, this is what I want to go there. And so we'll show you how that's done. We'll record that whole session for you as well, in case you want to make changes to your pages in the future on your own. But yeah, so two things here that we do that I've shown so far. One is those recording methods. We're going to help you set up the little shortcuts and integrations, if you like, for the Chrome extension, the desktop app. There's a mobile app too, I didn't show yet, but that, and then also the landing pages. So we'll help build your page, so your branding, your buttons, your opportunities there are all taken advantage of without you having to stumble through stuff yourself. So, okay. That was part one, where I showed the recording options. Part two now, where I talked about the customization. There is also this brand new feature here, guys, which is the sort of AI powered chat assistant. It's like a sales agent that sits on your video pages. So it can answer FAQs, it can answer complex questions, whatever they want to ask. And it's trained on only the information you trained it on. So you can give it like your FAQs, your website. It can go scan your website to answer questions on your behalf. It can capture leads. That's optional, right? It can capture first name, last name, email, phone number. And it can also present calls to action. So you can like present your calendar or something. And so that can also be, we can help you set that up on your pages as well. Okay. One other thing, this for Jordan and maybe for Aaron, there is also a mobile app, guys, that has some really cool functionality. And if maybe more for Jordan, this makes sense, because you can be anywhere as well. And when you go to record, the teleprompter, Jordan, are you iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
Awesome. So it's coming to Android very soon, but for right now, it's still on iPhone. And here we go. So there's an ability to record your teleprompter. I didn't used to like teleprompters, because I was like, no, you got to memorize the script. You can do it better. But I can tell you this: when you're using the AI, when we're trying to be streamlined and really be faster without wasting time memorizing, this thing works really, really well. I've used it on my last several videos. So here's my script, and I'm going to make sure the auto track is turned on, and I'm going to do this. Once upon a time, there was a man named John. John had just gotten married and was enjoying his new life with his beautiful wife, Emily. So it's going to follow my voice at the speed that I'm speaking. So if I'm a faster speaker, slower, if I change cadence right in the middle, it's going to follow your voice around. And it's even gotten better, where you could even flub like a little word or a letter, and it'll pick back up as long as you keep going. So that is a huge improvement. It's even better than the desktop one. The voice recognition on the desktop one was not up to par, so we actually had to remove it, and it's just a timer. So this one has the full voice recognition there. So other things, there is a multiple clips, just like the desktop app. And then finally, there's the picture-in-picture is not interesting for you, but there's voiceover. So if you wanted to record something and do a voiceover, and then there's music as well, like an added feature. So if you wanted to post to social media, that's what a lot of people are using the mobile app for, because they automatic closed captions. You can put some music in the background, and then of course you can combine multiple clips, and of course read from the teleprompter, where you can deliver your message very succinctly and directly and easily. So that's really a great synthesis of writing with AI and then being able to record, because like I said, when reading somebody else's words, you get sort of tongue tied and like, blah, blah. So it makes it a lot more helpful to be able to have it go at your own speed. Okay. One more piece to share with you guys, which is going to be some distribution ideas. So we talked first how to record the videos right inside of Outlook. This is the desktop app that I showed you guys. So that's available for Mac or PC. And with a click, you can record your screen or your webcam. Then I showed you guys how Dubb can automatically package your videos with all of your best branding, buttons, logos, and your videos, so you can actually record less and accomplish more. So that's the idea with the playlist, is it can add the repeatable parts of your message, or it can just simply be used to, upsell, cross-sell, or just share additional information, kind of like a YouTube playlist, except for you have a little bit more control over it. It's not going to show other people's stuff. So that is the second piece. Now, the third part of this is the distribution. A couple of important things here. One, whenever you're sharing a video via email, I highly recommend adding the word video to the subject. So either video for you, I made a video for you, important video about, right, whatever that is. So something about video in the subject. I like the use of emojis. According to HubSpot and some others, emojis boost open rates. I don't know why that's so strange. Outlook is not letting me insert an emoji right now. I don't know why. Anyways, emojis and subject lines have been shown to boost open rates pretty significantly, especially if you have like a little camera, a little fire, like something there to draw their attention. So both of those things I like in the subject. Of course, still add your subject line, make it interesting as well, because there's so many of them in front of everybody every day. So, and then you'd also, now in terms of the body, I don't recommend adding multiple paragraphs explaining what's in the video. Like, it's redundant and people will scan and ignore, just like they do long text paragraphs already. What I do recommend is a simple sentence that actually compels them to watch the video. So maybe if it's to an individual, you'd say, hey, first name or whatever. Or you'd just say, check out this video about X, where X is something interesting for them, right? What's important to them? What do they need to accomplish? Their goals, their problems, their pain points, usually something about them to make it more compelling. So if it's for business development or sales, it's always about them. If it's for sort of internal training, it's what's important to them, their sort of goals or what they need to be paying attention to. Now, maybe one more. Let me know your thoughts. You may or may not really want to hear people's feedback on that, and they will be more obliged and inclined to actually give you some feedback when you ask for it. So that is what I recommend a video email body and subject looking like. Something letting them know there's a video in there, otherwise they can't tell. And then simple sentence or two compelling them to watch the video, letting them, asking them for feedback. And then when you're ready to insert the video, you just insert the video like this. We'll put the LinkedIn one there in this case. And so this is how you would send a one-to-one. And you would be able to identify specifically when this video gets watched, who watched it, etc. Now, for Jordan, if you're doing like a BCC from here, you would get tracking in that you could see how many people watched, the total watch percentage, like how many watches, what each watch percentage was, but you wouldn't be able to identify specifically who watched if you're doing it through a BCC inside of Outlook. However, Dubb does offer an integration directly with Outlook where I can go right here, share, email, and then I could add my list. This could be an external list, like for Aaron, it could be four decision makers at one organization, and you want to share one video with them and see who watches, or something like that. Or for Jordan, it could be the entire roster of people you want to send it to. So let me just grab a list that actually has some contacts. Okay, so this one's going to go to 124. And the difference here is it's kind of like a mail merge where it'll have their first name, the video thumbnail, whatever, tokens that I want, first name, email, last name, job title, whatever I want. And then so they each actually get their own individualized version of this video email. And this way we can actually see specifically who's watching. So in either case, Aaron, it was you're sending one video to 2 or 3 or 4 decision makers at one organization. We can see specifically if an individual clicked watch or opened. And then Jordan, same thing. If you sent this to your entire team, you'd be able to see specifically who watched, clicked, and opened, doing it this way. Now, there is, of course, another option here, which is Dubb offers an ability to integrate into all the most popular third-party tools. So Salesforce, HubSpot, ActiveCampaign, MailChimp, any of those tools. Like if you've seen a commercial on it, you've seen an advertisement for it, you know the name of it, it's in this list, and many others that you don't and never have heard of as well are also in this list. So over 70 plus integrations that we can easily share and track this video through with just a click or two. So Dubb is designed to integrate into any existing technologies, Salesforce, HubSpot, all those popular tools. Now, the last thing is it can also be a standalone system. It does have, as I mentioned here, the ability to do some bulk email, bulk outreach, automatic outreach, where you can do like a series of emails or text messages. So if your current CRM or current technology doesn't support the ability to send out automatic sequences of emails or internal reminders and activities and stuff, then this is something that Dubb also does, is a full automation. Okay, so I've covered the 3 main components of Dubb: the creation tools, the packaging, the customization, sort of branding stuff, and then now the distribution and tracking, where we can send it via email, text message, through third party, through Dubb's bulk tools, and be able to identify specifically who's watching, clicking, and opening. So I'm going to do a little pause just for our new people. Jordan, Aaron, any questions on those 2 things or those 3 things?
No, not for me.
Making sense?
Yeah, I just one question for me. I think it was actually a great one maybe in chat or in the Q&A, but is any of this possible to send via SMS or text? I mean, can we send a video?
Oh yeah.
Text? Okay.
Perfect. So I'm going to jump into the Q&A now. So guys, so thank you for putting those there. And if anyone else has anything, you can please drop it in there. You can also raise a hand. Alyssa, I'm not sure if this is your first time in a training. I think you joined as I was in the middle of something. I do want to make sure that you walk away with today something valuable for you as well. So we got plenty of time left. And I just want to make sure if anyone has specific questions that you get those addressed. Okay. So Mike, yours first, and then I'm going to keep going down. 1, can you record a video in a PDF format? Mike, can you turn your mic on? And I just want to make sure I'm understanding the question correctly.
Yeah, sorry about that. Like when you do screen record, can I just put a PDF up and like an article, and then can you show me how to do that?
Let me show you one added bonus to that, which is I'm going to, let me share my screen. I'm going to pull up a generic PDF here. So I'm going to go to my Dubb. Actually, I don't know if I have a PDF there. Anyway, let me find one on my desktop really quick. Hold on. Make sure it's not anything important. Download. Sorry, guys, just 1 second. But yes, you can record anything on your screen, and all you would do is pull it up like this. And 1 second, I'll share my screen. Just going to obfuscate some information here with the desktop app, because that's one of the things it does. So here you go. Okay. Share. Oop, it's hard to get past the thing. Sorry, guys. That was a delay. Okay. So here I have this generic thing pulled up, this invoice, and I've obfuscated all the information in front of it, which is part of the tool. So anyway, let me just restart it. So this is just a generic invoice thing here. I'm going to record with the desktop app. And then this is the tool I'm going to hide the information actually on the PDF with. But that's what this is. This is a PDF that I've opened up. And while I'm there, I can put my bubble on top of it. I can record. I can say, click, number 1, number 2, look here, look there. So I can take somebody down through this whole PDF. There's the amount, there's the total, there's the date. And now one other thing I can do with this is I can record in a specific size. So it's going to be hard to see this for you guys, but I'm going to record in a portrait mode where it's going to be just a vertical style video. So like this, let me move my little file right here. So if I want to post to social media like TikTok, Instagram, Reels, YouTube Shorts, any of those channels, that's what my video can look like as well. So I just recorded a PDF and I did a 9:16 style so that now I can upload it to those social media platforms that prefer a vertical style video. So that's how you will record PDFs on your desktop, is with the Dubb desktop app. And then there's a full training for this as well in the article where it just goes step by step. Let me show you guys that really quick. Get my browser open. What's that? Okay. So where you'll find that is right just here on our little bubble. It's our AI chat support, but our team is also available just a click away. So this little green chat thing that appears in the bottom corner right there, you can talk to our AI, you can answer. Our team is there immediately, and then I can search for help. Like I can say desktop, and whether you're on PC or Mac, you can install that version here. So there's the Mac version, there's the PC version. And then that will include the full instruction for how to use that desktop app and recording all kinds of stuff, including PDFs. So yes, good question. And then how do you record a section and then return to use the markup tool? Just when you say markup tool, you're talking about the screen drawing as well, right?
Yes, where I would record the clip, and then when I replay the clip, then I would use the tool the second time.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So then you would have to pull up the same video again, go full screen, or have a window and then record the screen a second time. And that's where you'd likely use this custom size as well, because that way you can hide like the frame or play button. You can crop the video so that you're only recording the piece that you need.
Okay.
So yes, you would just double dip, right? You record your video and then you could go pull up the video and then record it again with your annotations on top.
Thank you.
You got it. All right, let's keep going. Good morning, Dick. Good to have you back, my friend. I'm happy to hear from you. Glad you're in good health and everything. Bill, welcome back as well. Sam. Okay, I'm going to keep going through questions, guys. If you have something, please let me know. Drop it in the chat of the Q&A. I got 2 more there. Vivica, does this track with SMS as well? Yes, absolutely. So a couple of options for SMS. One is I can send it from my own personal cell phone, right? One-to-one, just like a regular text message. That you can do immediately, and you can identify specifically who watches your video. There's also option to do this in bulk. There's 2 different options, in fact. One is you can connect a phone number directly to Dubb. Your personal cell phones won't allow you to do that, right? Like AT&T won't let you send bulk automated text messages through their numbers, but you have to get an online number. We have a large list of potential providers you can do that with. Twilio is the most common. Let me just show you here. So what I can do is I can purchase a phone number from any of these online phone number providers. Again, these are just like the most popular providers of online phone numbers for SMS purposes. Dialpad, RingCentral, Sales Message, Twilio, Amazon. So you get a phone number that's enabled, that's allowed to send online, text messages, and then you can connect that number directly to Dubb. And then from Dubb, you could send bulk or automated text messages right from the platform. and have your two-way conversations and stuff. So this is possible through Dubb. It's also possible if you have another CRM, any of those tools, right? HubSpot or Salesforce or whatever you have that can send text messages. We can also add videos to that platform and send out as well. Most systems, like I said, all the most popular ones, Go High Level. I mean, like whatever sends text messages, we most likely have an integration with as well. So there are some unique platforms, and we are also always adding to that list of integrations, guys. Like, whatever, once a month at least, we're adding a new platform there. So if you have a platform or technology that we don't yet integrate with, just let us know. We're happy to investigate building that out for you. Good. Pierre, how do you bring up the editor tools? Pierre, just to confirm. Oh, Pierre, I don't think you're here anymore. You maybe had to go early. But yeah, the editor tools that I think, let me know if you're here, Pierre. I don't see it anymore. So, okay. Bill, what is the best way to use Dubb for a call to action in social media? So this is really cool. I like the social media use case. We actually do this all the time. So right in the comments, okay, really quick. The key to social media is you cannot put links that take people outside of social media in the post itself. So if you're posting on Facebook, you're posting on LinkedIn, you're posting on one of these channels, like mostly those ones, Facebook and LinkedIn actually allow you to put a link somewhere else. They don't want you to do that though, because that link is taking traffic away from their site. So instead, what you do is you record your video or, make your post. I recommend video because think about every viral post that you've seen, 99% of them are videos, right? They're not text these days. So post your video natively to LinkedIn, to Facebook or whatever platform. And then in the comment section, as the very first comment, that's where you're going to place a video. Now, depending on your bandwidth and your availability, you may consider recording a different video for different social posts, or it could be like one standard video for every social post. So for example, we have this page here. Many of you guys have seen this page. That's how you got to this training. So this is a link that I could put on every social post. And so in the comments, it says, if you enjoyed this content, or if you want more information, or to take advantage of XYZ, check this out. Then they click it. It takes them to your Dubb video landing page where you'd say, hey, thanks so much for checking out my social content. To take advantage of this, to learn more, to whatever, right? Why would they click, or why would they want to take action, depending on your social post? Then whatever those actions are, you make them available on the page. And you explain to them, right? Like, hey, thanks so much for checking out my stuff. If you want more information, you want to contact me, everything's right below. Now, a new really cool thing that an enhancement to that, Bill, is your AI assistant, because this thing can actually capture leads. So let's say you post this video and then they're like, okay, hey, I have a question about infinite banking. And your video didn't answer the question, but they can go right over here and they can say, so what is infinite banking? How does this whole thing work? And then the AI is going to answer for them. Infinite banking is XYZ, da, da, da. I suggest you book a time with Bill. And then it can capture their email, capture their phone number, and then present your calendar link for them. So this AI sales assistant is a perfect companion to your social content, because it can answer questions, capture leads, qualify, and present calls to actions while you're asleep and doing other things. Now, the bigger struggle is making sure that you're creating valuable content for your ICP on social media, so the algorithm puts it in front of the people you want to reach. So, but that's another question.
I understood what you said, so I let you go because I know there's a lot of new people.
Yep.
So I'm just trying to think, because I know you know all the slick moves.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to think about is, because I got hooked up with guys that are in my business.
Yeah.
Actually was doing, I'll say, I was doing the videos backwards.
Yeah.
I posted to LinkedIn or whatever. Hey, I'm Bill Chris. I'm the IBC guy. Hey,
Right.
How would you like to recapture your debt? Or Dave Ramsey
Right.
doesn't, whatever. And they said they have what they call is the 4 C's.
Mm-hmm.
Catch. It's like the hook.
Yeah.
So you say, hey, Dave Ramsey doesn't know anything about life insurance. I'm Bill Curtis. I'm the IBC guy. I've been
Yeah.
showing people how to do this for 10 years. That's the credibility.
Right.
And the content. The question I asked, and I know what you said, because I do that when I do on LinkedIn, but now I
Yeah.
want to start doing like reels.
Right.
Or, and it's probably my lack of knowledge. Is there a way? Because they all send it to the Philippines for somebody to do the call to action. That's the last C. Is there
Yeah.
a way to put it? Is there a slick way to put it in the video, like an outro? Just put them all together and then upload it. Download it and then
When
upload.
you say call to action, do you mean like a verbal call to action, like a video, like a message on a screen? What do you mean specifically?
Um, I mean whatever you just said, which means I know they have fun. Hey, you're interested? Click the link below.
Yeah.
Or book a time. Well, is there a way to do it where when I'm done with the video, I got a video and then I'll just put the outro and it'll be one video. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You know what I mean?
Okay.
I merge
Okay.
them, then I upload it, and is there a way of doing it that makes sense
Yeah.
where it could just
So
be
Bill,
part of the video? Because I don't know how people call to action on a reel.
no, right. So that exactly that. One thing is because reels are typically very short, you
Mhm.
might consider just actually saying at the end of the video, to learn more, hit that link. Like that's what people say, stuff like that. Click that link, take, it's below, something like that. You may actually, because if you're doing a custom video for that, you might consider just saying, hey, the link is in the comments. Something. Now, the other opportunity is you can actually use the desktop app to do that as well. So what I could do is, let's say I'm going to record my video for social, right? I'm going to do my social post here. So I'm going to crunch my browser down to that vertical mode.
Right.
I'm going to, who cares what's on the screen? Doesn't matter. I'm going to record that vertical style video here. So there we go. I'm going to talk about my AI assistant. I'm going to say, hey guys, you got to check out this AI assistant. It's like ChatGPT, except for sales. It sits on your video pages. It can close deals for you. It's amazing. Check the link. And then, or if I didn't say check the link, I would just leave out the check the link part. And then now I have the ability to import a pre-recorded video. So here's where, like, I had a YouTube intro. And then now that's going to be part of the timeline here, except yours would be an outro, not an intro.
Right. I got it.
So then in that way, you could recycle that same sort of call to action section that you want automatically. So you just record the clip and then add the outro as well.
Right. That's exactly what I mean. See, the LinkedIn I get because I do that.
Yeah.
It's my lack of knowledge actually on like a reel or a short. There's no link below. Is there to get them to go to that?
You have to put in the comment section is where you actually put the link. Like when you post, and depending on the platform, like I don't think TikTok lets you put clickable links. Instagram, same thing. Like they don't let you put clickable links in anywhere except for in the bio. So if depending on the platform you're posting on, they say like Instagram, they say links in the bio because you can only have one link on Instagram.
Okay.
And then you're familiar with the bio link that we offer, right?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Well, people use the thing, they say link in bio on Instagram and stuff because they put their link in their bio section on Instagram.
Oh.
And instead of that, they're using a tool called Linktree, which was like one link that leads to links. And so we replaced that with our feature called the bio link, link in bio. It's just called bio link instead. And it's like Linktree thing, except for way upgraded because it has your video, your landing page, your playlist, your multiple calls to action, and everything else that a Dubb page offers instead of a very basic like link with other links on it. That's like what a Linktree thing is. So that would actually, if you're posting to Instagram, you'd have your link in bio in your link or in your bio. You'd have your bio link in your link, whatever. You get what I'm saying?
No, okay, that makes sense because I have a Linktree.
Yeah.
But this will obviously
replacement for Linktree. Yeah, definitely upgrade from what I would consider an upgrade from Linktree because Linktree is just a page with links versus your video and multiple videos and the AI you can put there and just so much more.
Right. Well, I mean, I use Dubb, so I want to use everything
Yep.
about Dubb. So do you have a video to do that, or do I need to
For
book a
what,
time
the bio link?
bio link, or is it easy?
Yeah, just the chat. Just go to the bubble and just type bio link, and it'll say
Okay.
here's the article to set up and
You got it. Okay.
Cool.
Thanks.
You got it. Jordan, I missed one of your questions earlier. Is it possible to share how to turn on text overlay on the videos? I want to confirm your use case there, Jordan. When you say text overlay, do you mean like captions or like text?
Yes,
Like,
I think that's what I mean. Yes, captions.
yeah. So there is a function for automatic closed captions. Yeah, like you're right. Your guys are all on the go, minimal time, headphones on, or no
Yeah.
audio. Yes. So one thing that I showed earlier was when you record a video, Dubb's going to add all that stuff to the video, right? And this is what we call a preset. And the preset contains the buttons, the sales assistant, the playlist. It also contains all your design stuff, like your background images, colors, whatever. And one of those things it also contains, so right here under assets, presets, it also contains the ability to automatically transcribe the video. So we have a technology partnership with Assembly AI. It's one of the leading services that transcribes videos with AI, and it's very accurate. The only thing it messes up is like names, proper nouns or whatever. It's really good about most other words though. So it will automatically transcribe, and then you have the option there that just says display captions. Where is it? Show captions. So as long as that's on and that's selected, it will automatically generate and display captions on your videos right below them.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, do take advantage of that, everybody. It's a nice to have. And people say whatever significant percentage of videos are watched without sound. And so if it doesn't have sound, they might just say, or it doesn't have subtitles, they may just say, I can't watch this right now. I'm, in a meeting or something. Okay. Let's see. I think I saw some hand. Was there a hand? Raphael? So your hand up, my friend? You have a question?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. How's it going?
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Hi.
What do you got?
I had to change my password on my Outlook.
Mm-hmm.
So then not realizing that I got to tell Dubb the same.
So you got to disconnect and reconnect your Outlook. Yeah, if you change password or credentials or set up 2FA or anything, any credential changes happen, you got to reconnect your Outlook to Dubb.
I started looking to see the protocols and all that. And it was just like one of those things. I go, I'm not tech savvy per se.
Yeah.
I don't have my intern right. He went back to school. So I looked at it. I'm like, am I going to disconnect myself and then I'm going to lose the information as far as the setup?
No. I'll show you, and I'll make you feel safe right now. Don't worry.
Okay.
So the way that it works is in your settings. So profile pic settings, team, campaign settings. You can connect as many different emails as you want, right? Outlooks, Gmails, whatever. And right now, because your credentials change, that Outlook email is not going to be able to be used anymore. So what you'll do is just hit delete. It won't delete anything permanently from whatever. As soon as you reconnect your Outlook, it's going to go repopulate that wherever it was. So if you had some campaigns or automations or anything set up inside of Dubb using that Outlook, as soon as you reconnect it, it's going to be repopulated into those campaigns and automations and anything else set up inside of Dubb. So, and you won't lose any campaign history or anything like that as well. Just make sure when you trash can, reconnect it. And you have to be logged into that Outlook that you want to connect. So just log into the Outlook right next to this guy. And when you go to connect it, email, Outlook, it's going to have you connect into that Outlook account.
So that was very well explained.
Yeah.
Now here comes the challenge. Can you repeat it again so I can write this? Because I am not going to know every detail.
Well, here, what I'll do is I'm actually going to stop the recording.